So for this lesson, we're going to concentrate on how to make a Flowgraph module. Let's go to Tools and Flowgraph, and I'm going to dock Flowgraph to the middle pane. We can then go into Flowgraph, and I'm going to open up an example module that ships, and that's the TOD streetlight. And as you can see, we have multiple nodes inside of this, and the notion behind modules is to reuse this complexity in a global sense. We can also look at how we can access the module in its own section in the components. If you look, it says call TOD streetlight, and if we drag that in, we can see the actual ports that are exposed, whether it be glow, shadow, the breakable object, and then we can port out if it's done, called, or canceled. In this, we want to make our own. So we can go to File, New Flowgraph Module, and click Global. We're going to name this one Tutorial Module, and click OK. So this is the base module that you would get any time. And we can see that it is start, update, cancel, and you can push success or cancel, and those are any nodes. If we go to Tools, Edit Modules, this is where we can actually access the input or the output. So inside of our screen, we have the inputs, and we have the outputs. Let's go ahead and make a new input. And you can see that it's already an any, and what we'll do is we'll name it after me. And we'll set it to an int value, and click OK. We'll do the same thing for output, and set it as int as well, because the theory behind this is we're basically going to push an int value through a string, so we can output it into a display message. Let's move this over a little bit. And we're going to look at exactly how we can trigger this and set it so it's called out. Pressing Q, I can quick search and type in set string. I'll set the value to 10, and then I'm going to do the out into the actual int value, and also the success. The set will be called onStart. So now we have a simple graph that says onStart, call this, and then push out this value of 10 into the int value. We're going to save all of the graphs. Inside of my blank level, I'm now ready to create a default Flowgraph entity. I'm going to right-click and create a graph. And then I'm going to go into Flowgraph, and we're going to basically call this module. So if we source it now, we can see that we have my module. We want to add a start node, so on start it's called. And then basically we want to output a message. And that message will be the value of 10 that comes through the module. So hooking it to the show and message, you can get all of them very, very close together. If I press play and debug, you'll see that the message goes to 10. And we've successfully made a Flowgraph module that can be built in numerous ways of complexity like my other tutorials show, for your own level in your game.